Bitcoin is in a bull market, and here's why. So, guys, you guys can see here, we went up over here, consolidation. Bitcoin was just getting ready for another move up. And then that's exactly what happened. And I thought here we were consolidating. And to be honest, that is what we were doing. But the tariffs came, kind of messed everything up. And just in general, we did go lower than I expected, right? Now, does this mean that this is the end of the bull market? Heck no. This is just a correction or a pullback, not a crash. We're not getting like anything like this anytime soon, and here's why. You see, the market runs in cycles, right? So over here, you guys can see we had a bull market and then a bear market, sideways market, bear market rally, more consolidation, and then the real bull market came. Over here, I mean, you guys can see this was a lot of consolidation, right? Compared to this. So clearly we consolidated more back here than we did recently in this bear market. And, we started going up a lot earlier. Well, since we consolidated so much here, we were able to pretty much just go up in a straight line. But here, Bitcoin didn't get enough rest. And it tried to go up anyways. So what ends up happening is it has to start consolidating in other places. So in the bull market, it's consolidating. So you can see it was consolidating here at its previous all-time high, big move up. Now we got this big pullback, partially due to the tariffs, right? But we're still in a bull cycle now. If you look at it like this, 107K. That must be the end of the bull market. I know it looks like, this is the end of the bull market because 110K, 100K, such a, an even number. You got to understand, whatever people expect to happen, the opposite will happen. For example, over here, everyone thought we were going to hit 100K, right? Everyone thought that here, so we didn't. Now everyone does expect 100K to be the top of this bull market, which means we're probably going to go a lot higher, okay? And if you just analyze the cycles, like think about it like this. What happened back over here? I mean, if you guys remember, we had NFTs at all-time highs, right? NFTs. We also had altcoins at their all-time high. We had meme coins at their all-time high. And guess what else we had? Watch this. Let's open up another screen over here. So we have Bitcoin here on the left, right? This is going to blow your mind, okay? And then we're going to have Bitcoin dominance on the other side. Okay? Well, when we topped out, where was Bitcoin dominance? Look at that. Right there. It was like right here when Bitcoin was at its all-time high, which means Bitcoin dominance was done crashing. Right? So this Bitcoin dominance chart basically means it tells us if it's altcoin season or not. Right? So Bitcoin dominance was done crashing, meaning altcoins were at their all-time high. But look at where Bitcoin dominance is right now. Look at all this downside. Right? So we've seen this historically, right? That Bitcoin dominance lags behind, altcoins lag behind. The bull market comes later on towards the end of the bull market, basically, right? So once this thing starts to crash and fall all the way back down here, that is going to be the end of the altcoin bull market, which means Bitcoin is going to be at its top, right? Which will probably be around 150 to 220K, 150 to 220K, around that range. The most ideal number is like 200K, to be honest, but we'll have to see, right? So right now we're in a solid bull market. Now let's look at the technicals here, short term. So we have this beautiful resistance right over here, right? That's our level of resistance here. And it's as soon as we break above this, it's game over, right? So that's our resistance. Now, how long did we consolidate here for? Well, if you draw a line from this high to right there, right? That's when we started going up. So I think worst case scenario, you could drag this technically here too, but this is more realistic, right? Worst case scenario, we have that next move up on August of 2025. I think it'll probably happen sooner, but that's like worst case scenario, right? And then of course we go up, consolidate more, and then go after 200K. So it's the same thing, rinse and repeat, guys, but the cycles are not over until we have extreme greed and FOMO and altcoins and NFTs and all of that stuff at their all-time highs, okay? So now I know a lot of people say, oh, but what about Warren Buffett? He's selling all his stocks, he's selling this, he's selling that. We must be in a bear market, which means crypto will go down too. So let me make one thing clear. It's true, Bitcoin does follow the stock market, right? 90, 80% of the time. Now, just because Warren Buffett sold his stocks doesn't mean everything is just going to be in a bear market immediately. No. You see, Warren Buffett has a lot of money. He only buys the big caps, and those big caps have little upside left and a lot of downside. Just like how Bitcoin has good upside, but nothing compared to altcoins, right? Well, the stocks he was buying, like Apple, Nvidia, or whatever he was buying, I don't know about Nvidia, but I know he bought Apple and stuff. Those have limited upside, but a lot of downside. So it makes no sense for him to hold them, right? Now we know Warren Buffett doesn't buy cryptocurrency, right? So he's not gonna, take profits and put it into crypto. But crypto still has a lot of upside, right? Near the end of the bull market, overall, like the overall stock market, overall, asset bull market, anything that's an asset, near the end of it is where you get the crypto bull market, right? When, Apple is near its high and everything like that. So just because he's selling, him selling is actually a strong indication of we still have a bull market left for Bitcoin, right? When crypto goes up, altcoins and Bitcoin and all the cryptos, that's the final stage of the whole bull market. And then everything will start to dump. So, you know, Warren Buffett selling does not scare me in terms of like holding any cryptocurrency, especially not the altcoins. Okay, so that's basically it for this video. Like I said, we've been attacking this level many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be harder and harder not to get above this level since this line is going downwards, right? I mean, even if the price goes sideways, it'll get above, and if it can stay above, then that's an indication of the next move up. It's not guaranteed that we just start going up here, right? Like I said, we might actually consolidate longer. But if we consolidate longer, guess what that means? That means we get a bigger move up, because the longer something consolidates, right? People have all types of words for this now, like order block. I don't know where these words came from, but really, the longer something goes sideways, which is called consolidation, the bigger the move is. So whether it happens now or it happens later, we're still going to end up at the same spot. Okay, so it doesn't really matter when it happens. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to make a video on a particular altcoin, let me know in the comments below, and let me know in the comments what you think will happen to Bitcoin next. If if you maybe thought we were still in a bear market but I changed your mind, let me know in the comments, okay? And leave a like and hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.